More than 5 decades ago, a student protest on the Ohio State University's campus forever shaped the higher education experience for Black students. Now, as we celebrate Black History Month, 10 TV's Kevin Landers takes us back to 1968 and how a group called the OSU34 made history.
Good evening. Dr. Martin Luther King, the apostle of nonviolence in the civil rights movement, has been shot to death in Memphis, Tennessee.
The assassination of Martin Luther King in 1968 swept the nation into a frenzy of grief and anger.
And it was just heartbreaking. I didn't cry, but it was extremely deep and sad for me.
Lakita Henry was an OSU freshman. She remembers the hurt she felt about the tragedy while riding on a bus with friends.
We weren't being loud or rude, but there was a firm, righteous anger.
She says when the bus driver overheard them talking, he ordered them off the bus.
And we said, why do we have to get off the bus? And he said, because I don't want to hear that talk.
So they filed a report at the University Police Department. By then, word spread.
That little police station was packed. Most of the people were standing outside.
On April 26, 1968, a few days after that bus incident, OSU's Black Student Union had already planned on meeting with administrators here at Bricker Hall to talk about inequalities on campus. Their demands included more Black professors, increased Black enrollment, and the establishment of an African American Studies program, to name a few. John Evans was the unofficial spokesperson of the Black Student Union.
We wanted a Black Studies program, of course. We wanted fair housing, because, the housing at Ohio State was horrible.
About 40 to 50 students took over a room inside the administration building. It wasn't just Black students.
It was packed, and it was packed with primarily white students. We were probably the third university that in the country in terms of what ended up being a takeover.
Evans says at first administrators weren't interested in listening to students' demands.
Then they said, well, the meeting is adjourned, and I said that the meeting is not adjourned until we say it's adjourned. And then things got really, really heated.
White students locked the doors to Bricker Hall. The National Guard was put on alert.
We were upset because we were just being ignored. We were really being ignored by the university, like that we didn't have any valid complaints.
The negotiations lasted 10 hours. What transpired led to wholesale changes at Ohio State from the top down, but it came with a price.
I was one of the 34 indicted.
We got charged with kidnapping, and then the misdemeanor was menacing threats.
7 students were expelled.
We spent 14 months in court on that case, and we ended up pleading guilty to the menacing. The 26th of April, 1968.
57 years later, Evans and Henry and the rest of the OSU34 remain proud of their efforts to change the Black experience on the OSU campus. Never did they imagine a Black president would lead Ohio State when former President Michael Drake took the job in 2014 and later met with the group for their 50th anniversary of their protest. Today, their goal is for the university to honor them with a plaque or statue so other students will know the story of the OSU34. The university says it's under consideration. Kevin Landers, 10 TV News.